you like to talk about water. I think that's the other thing, like when we play stickball on campus, people, I think sometimes come for the spectacle of, big aggressive men, tackling and this full contact sport. But there are elements around it that I find super cathartic. When I think about water, I also think about finding the balance between those two elements. And present in the stickball game is both of those. And after the game, we go to water, and at least I have been taught that you wash away your aggression, you wash away your frustrations, and you face upstream and use water to wash all of that away, and it carries it downstream, and it's let go. That's as important as the game itself. And, some people say it's a game. Other people believe it's the whole thing is a spiritual exercise. And that's how I view it. And I think until you've experienced it, until you have felt the connection with fire and water, maybe that's a hard concept to understand. But as we go towards this, that's kind of what I'm thinking about right now. The contradictions and all of that. Anyways, what are you thinking about?
She sent about 5 different messages.
Oh, so it's in different.
So yeah, hold on just a minute. Let me find this. Hard time trying to figure out which one is. Have a great time. Enjoy the unity. If you get arrested, we'll make sure you are bailed out. Once there, night travel is not recommended. That's it. Do not stop for anyone. KKK is rampant.
I feel compelled to go. I think for multiple reasons. I think one, it's historic. I don't know the exact numbers. And I don't know how true it is or isn't. But it feels like a significant event. Although I'm mindful, I was in Cherokee yesterday, and someone said to me, this is exciting. It's important. It also is a reminder of how far we have not yet gone. So I'm mindful of that too. But
drive 156 miles on I-75 north.
I think for me too, as an academic, it's, and maybe you and I have talked about this. It's like, do you just write and talk about it, or do you also live it? To me, I think that's pretty important. These are not these stories, these ideas, these places are not just objects, So I think that's a big part of it. I'd say the other reason, I want these young Native kids that are coming to us, and as the program grows, hopefully that they realize they have an important voice, and it's okay to take action, and it's okay to resist, however they see fit. So And it's also for my own kids, you know. I grew up with heroes that were active. And, I don't know, that's important to me. Like I said, I over-intellectualize these things, but...
All right.
Where are you going? Vegetation?
What is that?
Where are you going? Vegetation?
Giga Montana Giga.
What's that?
No? Musta, yeah.
What's that? What's that?
So who's gonna drive you to the camp?
We can go wise, elder, and go age.
Who's gonna talk with the police?
What do you think, Gil?
Well, the wise elder would probably do better, but I nominate you.
I think me too, to be honest. I mean, I think for what it's worth,
You're pretty good at BS.
I am good at BS,
So do you think that they're gonna...
but I think I'm white.
They are thinking about the profile, you know? Like,
So are
perhaps-
are we not going down 6? Are we going to test them?
I think we go through for the northern barricade. Whatever y'all want to do.
It's fine with me.
But either way, I think that
I know that I don't think they'll let us through, but it would be fun to test them. I need to say one more thing. If it takes me hiking in there, I'm going to hike in there and take my supplies. Ain't nobody going to stop me.
there are two mindsets, like crashing, and that... So it's a symbolic moment because he's talking about many situations that are similar in the Americas.
So my name is Susan Ireland, and I'm from San Diego Sioux Tribe. And I work for a program called Project Launch. So what we did all summer is we took our teepee out. I own 8 teepees, so I have 7 of them are up out here now. And what we're doing is that we took them to all the teepee, all the powwows, and we had all the kids and adults that were in our walk and runs for wellness. We had them all paint all of the inside. They write whatever kind of message they wanted. And so the meaning behind that is we wanted to try to show unity, and like have, because we have 8 communities on our reservation, so we want to try to show unity within our reservation. And so we let everybody put their own design on the inside. What I thought last night when I was thinking, and because this is such an amazing event, I mean, this is something that in our lifetime I thought we would never see, and it just makes you almost feel like you gotta cry, and and so I thought, well, this would be perfect to turn it inside out, paint it, and then, because then it won't seep through, and then I want everybody to put whatever they want, their name, they can draw, they can do whatever, and because this is going to symbolize everybody that's here. And I think it's going to be perfect tribute, because on the inside, if you look on the inside, it's painted already for all of our reservation. And then when we put it up to show that then this will be the inside, and this will show all of our nations. So I thought that was pretty cool.
My name is Julie Smith. I come from the White Earth Nation in Minnesota, and I'm here at Standing Rock today. I've been here since yesterday afternoon, and I came here to support Mother Earth, I guess, and our water. Our tribe in Minnesota passed a resolution on Wednesday, I believe, supporting the protest. So I thought I would come here and do my part, and to learn and to see what I can do as an individual and what we can do for our community. And I'm also in the American Indian Public Health program at North Dakota State University. So I'm wondering, on a policy level or a public health level, what we can maybe do to help this. Miigwech, thank you.
All right.
Ramos is winning, isn't he?
Security has some kind of gas. People are being pepper sprayed. Sir, reporter from New York, what are you spraying people with?
I spray anything.
But what is that?
Yeah, it just makes me in the face right now. Amy Goodman, this guy makes me in the face.
Show us the label.
Look, it's all over my sunglasses. This makes me in the face. Over there, with that dog. I was like walking, throw the dog on me straight, even without any warning, you know? Look at this. Look at this.
The dog.
Yeah, the dog did it, you know? Look at this. There, dog did it.
Man, your dog just bit that protester. Just bit that protester. Are you telling the dogs to bite the protesters? The dog has blood in its nose and its mouth.
And she's still standing here threatening you. That's mistreatment against your own animals. That's mistreatment against your own.
My name is Lance Kibo. I am from South Dakota, assistant, originally from Wabe, but I'm enrolled in System Wapanoyate. And as soon as I heard this, I had to come down. I had to stand up. I don't know. It's just, yeah. Everybody started getting like riled up, and because those security guards, they had like really big dogs, like a pit bull, a Rottweiler, German Shepherds, everything, and it was getting hectic. Everybody started throwing stuff in there. There's this girl there, like she was working on the other side. She kept sticking the dog after people, like trying to threaten us, and then I guess that set people off, and so we pushed them back, and then they retreated. They went back down the road further, and we followed them. And so we went, and then everybody was toe-to-toe. Our line was here, and their line was there with their dogs, and they started pepper spraying people. And everybody started screaming, crying, and they're like, bring some water, bring some water. So they started spraying their eyes and stuff, and then it was, I feel good spiritually doing that, but physically I feel still kind of hurt. It hurts to breathe, but I'm willing to die for my land and water. I hope it don't come to that, but this means a lot to me. It's very emotional to talk about. It's just seeing people do this to our water, to our land. It breaks my heart. The thing they don't realize is it's affecting them also. All they're worried about is the money. They're just doing their jobs, but they don't see what's really going on, what really happened. And, I feel something bigger. There's something bigger than all of us. There's something bigger that's taking place here. I don't know what it is, but there's something really big among us that
My name is Tim Mintz. We have a company named Makoche Woapi. The translation is Earth Writings. And today we're standing in a section of the Dapo Corridor. And as you look towards the east here, that's going towards they're looking at 1806 over the hill, the road. And today, previously there was some action here where Dakota Access has come in through their corridor easement on the west side, and they dropped their machinery approximately almost 2 miles, mile and a half, maybe a mile and a half this way west on the David Myers property, and came this way east, traveling east, scraping a foot of ground, basically leveling the ground, and that's part of their project, a objective, but the main thing here today is that there was portions of these sites that we had just filed Friday in U.S. District Court in Washington, D.C. as an amendment to the declaration that I provided initially August 24th. Every site that we have culturally is linked to water. Meaning again, that's what you've been hearing with this issue with Dakota Access. While it's very evident here with the little drainage here, there's a spring right down the hill here. And how it's tied to this site is through the people that brought their spirituality to these areas and made pledges, two forms. On this hill right up here off to my right, when we first got here August 28th, we immediately seen two burials on the crest of the hill. And that's within the corridor. But what is important is here that these are very limited in recordation. In other words, there's not too many. If any, these are probably the only ones that actually North Dakota has seen in the State Historic Preservation Office's database. Archaeologists, they don't see these. The archaeology firm that came through here walked over these. They do not have a connection that we have to our spiritual walk of life in relation to how our society members and leadership came to these types of areas to give those types of commitments or pledges. Today we're looking at an area that has totally destroyed.
Hi, my name is Paula Bard, and we're here from Colorado, and I'm an artist and photographer, and we're hoping to sort of capture the spirit of the place and some of the voices while we're here, and I'm here taking pictures. I feel very strongly that this is the sort of intersection of the environmental movement and Native concerns, and the two are extremely important to me, and I feel like really the whole world should be here to stop these oil companies from destroying our planet and our water. And that water is not just a Native issue, that's the whole West, and the farming and the food, and Missouri River is a extremely important piece of life out here, and to destroy it for some sort of short-term financial gain for these oil companies is just criminal in my view. So I think it feels really important to me to just stand here and be here and be part of this, and to say no and to say enough. And we need to move into a different energy culture and an energy era, and it needs to start now, and it needs to start while we still have a planet left. So it feels good to be here, and it feels really important, and I think more people should come, basically.
Hello, my name is Gracie Claymore. I am a Hunkpapa Lakota from the Standing Rock Nation. I'm 19 years old and I'm a college student at Sitting Bull College. First of all, I want to thank everybody and all the nations that are coming to stand with us on my homelands. It's really beautiful to see my people gathered like this again. The Oceti Sakowin, the 7 council fires gathered like this again. It's beautiful. And there's no words that are ever going to be able to describe how beautiful it is. I am a part of the Standing Rock Youth Council. I am also a part of the Oceti Sakowin Youth and Allies Youth Council that is, what would you call it, gathering here, and we're going to establish that soon. As far as a message from the youth that I wanted to give was that I wanted to just remind everybody to stay peaceful and prayerful. The youth understand that. The youth understand how powerful prayer is. Our youth understand that our ancestors were so powerful, and we have this opportunity to live here on our homelands. We have the opportunity to practice our ways of life because our ancestors were very strong. And why do you think they were strong? They were strong because they understood the power of prayer. And our youth today, they understand that. And I cannot be any more proud of the youth that are standing up and not being afraid to share their voices with the world, because the world is watching. They want the world to know that we are still here. They want the world to know that we are a peaceful and beautiful people. It breaks my heart to know that our lands are being desecrated like this. I apologize for crying, but it's heartbreaking to actually be on the site where my ancestors are being dug up. It's heartbreaking because generations later, my ancestors are still fighting and are still helping us. And I just want the Dakota Access Pipeline workers and the company to know that we're not going to stop fighting, we're not going to stop praying, and we're not going to give up. These are our homelands. I'm going to have to raise my children here someday, and I don't want my lands ruined. I'm going to have to raise my children here, and they're going to have to drink the water. Mini-Wachoni water is life, and I just want the world to understand that. You cannot live without water.
You know, look at what we're doing here. This isn't about just Native people. This is about all of us, all colors of man. We all need to fight for this. Pass this on to everybody you know. I'd like to see 1 million people here. 1 million people would stop everything. And everybody has to recognize that. But we stay in prayer. Stay in prayer. Walk in prayer. If you got a pipe, use it. But you don't walk it. You want to say it? Use it. Come on here and pray. Put out your tobacco every day. Pray for these people. Pray for these grandmothers that started this movement. Oh, yes.